So mPower is essentially a website that helps women find biking gear, and we're focused primarily on biking pants to start with, since that tends to be the item of clothing that women complain about most, based off of early user interviews. But I wanted to talk to you to get a sense for whether that's true, and also to just check on your perspectives about a couple of other things.
Sure.
So we're going to have you walk through our website and tell us about your experience with it. But before we have you start clicking on anything, we had a couple of initial questions. So just looking at the homepage of the site, are you doing now mPower.com? Is that it?
I am.
Perfect. What does the website sell? Is it obvious to you? I guess I've already told you.
Learning to interview, take one.
So it's obvious to me that it sells cycling clothing. It's not obvious to me that it's for exclusively women. And it's not obvious to me that it's right now customized on pants only. Though without
It's
the
not.
bulge.
It's not customized on pants only.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah.
Without the bulge, that would.
You're really throwing me under the bus here.
Sorry.
That does lead me to believe that intrigues me about the potential for pants options that don't fit like a diaper. So that is kind of the hook for me.
Cool.
And what's the first thing you think of when you see the site?
The first thing I think of is I read without the bulge, and I think of me like waddling in if I need to go buy a water or something while I'm biking.
Got it. Okay. And does it make you want to navigate any further when you see the homepage, or are you curious?
Like here, you can. I'll just film it. You can just navigate like what you would do if we weren't here.
Okay. So I would scroll down because I see there's more stuff before I requested an invite. That probably wouldn't be the first thing I would do. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, wait. Can I click here, or I do that when I request an invite? Okay. Never mind. Sorry.
No, this is good. There's no wrong answers.
Tell us your shape. Cycling needs, big calves, short legs. Okay.
Yeah, this is the next section of the interview. Is just observing you
We'll send you
on the page. So feel free to just go crazy.
Select. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to specifically select the items that I want. It's not like I'm going to fill out a profile and you're going to be like, oh, you might like XYZ.
That's the impression that you get?
That's the impression I get.
Cool. We're actually on the fence about that. So for now, that's the plan.
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts about that? Like, is that more or less intriguing to you? Sorry that I'm jumping in.
No, go ahead.
I think if you can kind of customize my search results to my body type, I would then like to pick.
Okay.
But that's my personal. I also firmly believe I have a strong sense of personal style, and so I think that I would pick what I know I like better than someone else.
Right. So you don't like the idea of a box with nothing.
No.
So this speaks better. Am I being too strong if I say like this is better to you than if we said we'll send you something that we pick out? Okay.
Exactly. Great. Get on the road. Great. I mean, it sounds very easy and great.
Have you navigated to the mPower page yet? The What is mPower page?
Uh-oh.
No, wait, let her, here, you can, she's on the
okay.
invite page,
Okay,
so if
sorry.
there's invite questions, maybe we jump to those. No, that's perfect, we want to watch you.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't find, oh, I see that's at the top.
That's okay, there's no right answer again.
Okay. Yeah, the request an invite thing, after I read how it works, I'm intrigued, so that's the next thing I'm going to do.
And does it seem fairly intuitive? Are you having trouble following it?
No, sign up to find the perfects. I'm chuckling about waiting times are just a few days to just a few weeks. But
big span, big span.
Big span. Birthday date seems a little bit redundant to me. That's picky.
That's a good point.
Our CTO's from Iceland, so I'm blaming his English on that one.
Okay.
Thorough.
Serious cyclist, fitness writer, mountain biker, social writer. I guess, so when I think about describing myself, serious cyclist, I'm not. Mountain biker, I'm not. Commuter, I'm not. I struggle between social and fitness. And I struggle that I can't click 2 radio buttons. I don't know, I would consider myself social. I like going out with friends. I don't do it every day.
Do you feel like it should be on some sort of a spectrum, or that you just like to be able to click all that apply?
Or maybe, I guess I'm not, from the little I read of your, what it is, I'm having a difficult time foreseeing what the difference in recommendations for me is going to be based on whether I click social or fitness.
Got it. Okay.
That makes sense. And I like go spinning at the gym, but I also ride my road bike socially, I guess, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and click social rider. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and click fitness rider because I'm going to bet that is going to give me like more technical gear, which I think I do. I don't want like cutesy pink stuff. And I'm going to bet that's social with women.
Like you need the pad. You need the padding
for
your rides.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I most often wear tops, bottoms. Yep.
I won't show your sizes and stuff.
Oh, I wear medium.
The safe size.
Okay. Second class, what's my biggest issue? Pants that are too bulky, fit like a diaper, make it difficult to walk in. Okay, so I'm gonna hit submit.
So before we go any further,
Yep.
just related to that request and invite, were there any questions that made you feel uncomfortable? You mentioned the one that was sort of confusing around what type of biker, but were there any that felt invasive or made you?
Not really. I mean, I don't know if it's worth putting a little disclaimer with the email address that we will not use this for any, whatever, spam purposes. I'm pretty generous in giving out, and I'll just generally give them like Gmail to kind of new things I try. But I think I know some folks are less willing to give that up. Other than that, I didn't feel like I gave you any information, so nothing felt invasive.
And based off of that process and the information you provided, do you have confidence that this is going to be able to help you better meet your cycling equipment needs?
No, because I haven't seen the merchandise that you carry. Or I have no idea what price point this is also. So no, not yet, but I'm intrigued enough to try.
Great, well that's a good segue. So now you should be able to go to the What is mPower page.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, we can do this. Another thing that wasn't in here when we wrote that interview, but we could also show her like the pre-order form because that's answering some of those merchandise questions. And that's what she would have gotten if she signed up sort of on cycle. So, I don't know. But keep going.
Okay, so click What is mPower?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, looking at this page, and I'll give you a few seconds to sort of absorb it. What is your impression of the company now?
Okay, hold on.
Also, this is like pretty hokey, so don't feel bad if you're like that doesn't speak to me at all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's actually a bug. That's supposed to show up on like what are your gripes, and somehow it showed up here, and Stanford owns our website, so
Okay.
we can fix it.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So I like that the who we are thing is kind of short and sweet. And I read that and I like feel good and it resonates with me. I'm like, yeah, I do feel really good when I'm on my bike. And the description of new to cycling or did a century just for fun. I'm like, okay, I'm squarely in between those. Okay, it's just for me. One thing in the so what is mPower section, to your point, a little hokey, but I guess on this page I don't see any connection to the business model. I'm like, is this the same company that I just read about a little bit?
Because it seems different than what you saw at the landing page. Like what the
Yeah. This to me, so the landing page for me was all about, look, this is a pain in the ass. We're gonna get you better clothes, in a better way, right? It's gonna improve both the end product that I get and the way in which I get it. And I read this and it reads like Luna Bar.
Yeah.
Like, it's like chick sticks, like woohoo! And it's not clear to me that those are the same.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, any other?
That's really useful. That's actually like a tension we've been having, and we're getting different advice from different people, and that's extremely helpful. Like, and is it right to say that, you know, you sort of would come to the site looking for clothes?
Yeah, I don't need...
Not looking for a community of Lunites.
No. And especially having the first quote, I realize this is, but like as mommy power, I'm like, oh hell no. Like, no.
Yeah.
And that...
For younger writers. Okay. Great. Well, would you consider buying clothes from the company, given...
Why don't we pull up the pre-order form?
Okay.
Because that's, I think, if we had more tech skills, this would be a part of the site, but instead, I'm going to pause.